Hi, it's Ivy Barboza. Um, I don't know if you guys are familiar with what this is. That is Narcan. And Narcan, if you're not familiar, is something that can reverse the causes of an opioid overdose in some situations. And so today I chose to talk about suffering and, kind of touch how that has affected my life and that I believe that nothing is done in vain or nothing is experienced in vain if you get a lesson out of it. So what I want to talk about is my personal story, and this happened recently, so I'm gonna try to keep it together. But I had a very dear friend of mine who had, she's 10 years older than me, so I'm gonna be 34 this year. So she had actually March 7th would have been her 44th birthday, and she has been in my life since I was since I was 15, and she recently passed away from an overdose. And she struggled for a long time. But she was probably the most functioning addict I've ever seen in my life. Uh, and so when she passed away, her kids, her daughter's 22 and her son is 19, and she has a grandson from her daughter that's 4. And, relationships are hard, relationships are weird, and there's a lot of really complex pieces to them that unless you're in it, you don't understand. So it's not my place to speak about their relationship. But I will say that her daughter and her son had their own apartment with, her grandchild, and my friend India had her own home, and so they didn't find India's body for between 5 and 6 days. There are moments that everything stops. It's almost as if there's a pause button on your life. And it almost feels as though there's, an injustice in the world because something so catastrophic happened to you. But the world goes on like nothing happened. And it's a hard thing to comprehend. So, with suffering and with pain comes some joy, right? So, for me, I think it's really important to, how cliche this sounds, to remember the good times. And, I learned so much from India. So much. God, I was a mess when I met her. I was, I mean, a couple years, God, not even a couple years, maybe a year after I met her, I became an addict. And I struggled with that for 6 years. Um, and she always was, a safe place. It was a safe place. It was a food. She'd always feed you and love on you. And she was just like the epitome of this loving, ball of light, essentially. Uh, so there's so much that she taught me, and I want to take that and what I've learned from this situation and losing somebody that I love so dearly is I feel like it's my duty to spread the knowledge that she gave me. And I think for anybody going through great loss, or it doesn't even have to necessarily be a death. Suffering can come in so many different forms, especially amidst a pandemic where I mean, we've never encountered something like this. And going forward, I think with pain and suffering, we just, first of all, embrace those emotions, right? We do embrace that because we feel those for a reason. And as uncomfortable as it is, we are so lucky that we are able to feel those things and feel them. One of my dearest friends said to me, you have to feel it to heal it. And I believe that. And I think that after, letting yourself grieve and feel that suffering, take that kind of leftover over pain you have and turn it into something positive. So in my situation, I want to help women, right? Help women that are not only in addiction, but single moms, because that was India. India was a single mother, and it was always her and her babies against the world, And so that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to, take this pain and this loss and turn it into something beautiful and make her proud. I want to make her very proud. That's another reason, I'm going to school for me, right? Because I've got a family and I want to do better and be successful. But I've got a lot of people that aren't here anymore that are with me, India is overdose. Dorothy is an overdose. Omari, my ex-husband and my kid's father's an overdose. Zach, a kid I grew up with, is an overdose. We've lost so many people. So, yep, moving forward, being positive, know that what we have right now, that this life and this experience is such a gift. It's such a gift, and spread some love, spread some joy. Appreciate the people that love you, appreciate the time that you have, and laugh. That's another thing that we should all get out of the suffering and grief and loss that we go through, is laugh, and belly laugh, really laugh, and be around people you really love, and enjoy any moment that you can have. And the moments that aren't so enjoyable, feel those and take that and move forward with the lesson. Now, at this point, I feel like I'm rambling and emotional, and I have to go to work. So thank you guys all so much, and I am so excited to watch everybody's video. I'm sending everybody all the positive vibes, and I hope that everybody enjoys their weekend and enjoys the beautiful weather tomorrow. Thank you.